getting blown away. Alright guys, how's it going? Now today is all about plan B. I was meant to be fishing down at Barry, but the weather, it's not good. Very heavy showers and the wind is super strong. So I've popped back down onto the Old Faithful, the tidal stretch of the River Usk in Newport, South Wales. To be fair, I've not done a video here for 10 months or so, and it's about time that I pop back down. High water is in around 3 hours time, 10.3 meters, which in old money for Newport is 12 meters because we had 1.7. It's actually a lovely sized tide for this venue, not too big, and therefore we shouldn't have too much trouble with the old rip. I'll be fishing with 2 rods. On the one rod there's a 3-hook flapper rig with size 1 hooks. On the other there's a paternoster pennel with a size 2.0 hooks, and that one is for bigger baits. I've got mackerel, squid, a good handful of sprats, some nice juicy ragworm, and a few Peter crab which I collected a couple of months back. Guys, as always, I'll do my very best to get a fish on camera. I'll do my very best to make something that's enjoyable to watch. Happy days. Oh, that was a nasty old shower then. Right, first cast. The baits are out there. Now, I've said it before when filming down here. On camera, it looks like the water is far away from me, but it's not. It's quite close now. Now, because the tide is pushing up quite hard, what I did, I cast to my left so that if those weights do move, they'll come around nice and straight. But in fairness, they've not budged. I've got a 6-ounce gripper on each of those, and yeah, so far so good. Come on then. I got no idea, guys, if you can hear me, so apologies if I'm shouting. The wind is getting worse. It was meant to be a southwesterly, but it's a northwesterly, and a strong one too. Is it me, or is the weather forecast becoming less and less accurate? It seemed to be more accurate when I was a kid back in the 80s, but the past few months, on occasions, it's been way out. And it's not just me saying that, I've heard quite a few people saying the same thing. Or maybe it's just me getting old and moaning more. Who knows, but yeah. I'm glad I came here. Down the coast, it would have been twice as bad. Always a good backup option, the old Transporter Bridge. It's not far from home. It takes me around 25 minutes to get here. Keeping an eye on those rod tips. Nothing as of yet, but early days, we got plenty of time. We're now early autumn. In terms of potential species here, conger eel, silver eel, flounder, bass, Dover sole if you're lucky, thornback ray. Yep, they do make an appearance every now and again. Not many, but yeah, they will turn up from time to time. You never know. That's why I keep coming back to this place. No 2 days are ever the same. Never know what's out there. It's very mysterious. And of course, it's probably one of my favourite places in the whole world. And that, guys, is the blank beaten. Well, there's me saying that we'd only catch small whiting because it's too early, but in fairness, that's not a bad fish. Well, not a bad whiting anyway. He's a bit muddy. I'll get him cleaned up and I'll show you properly, but we're off the mark. And there we go, my first whiting of this autumn. And yeah, he's, like I said, he's not bad at all. He took straight ragworm. Obviously, as the autumn progresses, they will get bigger. But yeah, happy with that. I love my whiting. I love whiting fishing. Let's pop him back in. The tide is pushing up lovely now. Didn't take long here. In front of me, I got a nice depth of water, so there's no need to cast far. 99.9% of the fish that I caught here have all been close in. Just want to say a big thank you to everyone. Thank you for watching the videos and supporting the channel. It's massively appreciated. And also, I want to give my channel members a quick shout out, because I was meant to do that on my last video down at the Gower, and I forgot the piece of paper, but today it's in my pocket. I've only got 12, but you know, that's fantastic. I didn't even think I'd get 2, to be honest. It's very very touching, and I mean that. Anyway, here are my 12 channel members: John Adron, Simon Jenkins, Soul Searcher, Jason Spears, Welsh Fisher, Matt Coates, Ian Taylor, Alex Ainley, Robert Langley, Sarah Brown, David Williams and Chris Cooper. Nice one, guys. Cheers. getting some small taps on the right hand rod, but whatever it is, it's not very big. But in all fairness, getting quite a few knocks now. Caught that whiting about half an hour ago. So there are a few fish out there. There we are, guys. I said that we might get a goldfish today, and indeed we have. A little tiny baby, or pin whiting as we call them. There he is. He took the ragworm. That literally is the size of a goldfish, but a pretty thing in fairness. There he is. Oops. Full of life. That's good to see. He'll go back, no problem at all. Let's get him back in. He's gone. We're about an hour off high water now, and the water is pretty much right next to me, so pleased with that. No more mud to worry about. That's why that whiting earlier was a bit muddy, because between me and the water there was a little bit of mud, but that's all been covered now. There must be a lot of small fish out there, because as soon as those rigs are hitting the water, I'm getting a bite, you know, and they're very small, finicky type bites. So they're either small flounder or they're small pin whiting. I've just set up the cheapy old boat rod. We talk about this place being the Old Faithful. Well, in a way, that little rod is the Old Faithful too, because over the years I've caught a lot of fish on that. That was Dad's, that was. And I've just stuck a Paternoster panel rig on there, double sprat, and we'll see what happens. I thought, why not? Right, I've got the camera on the rod tips now, because the sun is moving away to my right. Now, the rod with a flapper rig on it, I'm leaving a bow in the line. In other words, I'm not tightening the line completely, and I'm doing that just in case there's any flounder about. By leaving that bow, all three hooks of that flapper rig will be in contact with the riverbed, and flounder being a flatfish, generally speaking, you know, they're taking their food off the bottom. That's my theory anyway. But in terms of good flounder, in my opinion, it's a bit early yet. Tend to get the best of the flounder fishing down here early winter. Just past high water. Not had a bite for around 15 minutes or so, but always the way. as the tide starts to ebb back, hopefully we'll get a bit of action again. We're losing the light as well, so that could be a good thing. Right, time to pack up now, guys. Ooh. Fish on, guys, fish on. I think we got a conger. Yeah, stuck on something, this conger. I gotta be careful because it's on the flapper rig. That's a nice one, that's a nice one. Just gonna put him into that little gully. That's a good conger. Yeah, it's stuck on the log, it is. It's stuck on the log. Right. Get him over here now. Well, what a cracking conger. That's 10 pounds all day long. What a cracking fish. A proper autumnal chunk. There he is. What a palaver. It actually got stuck on the log that was floating down the river, and I had to be so careful because it was on the flapper rig with those small size one hooks, always the way. But what a cracking end to the session. Can't fault it at all. I'm super chuffed with this fish. I love the old conger. They're so slippery, that's the only problem, trying to hold them up. Like I said guys, I don't bother weighing fish these days, but I've been in this game long enough to know that that is easily 10 pounds. Anyway, enough of me talking, let's get him back in. Or should I say, let's pop him back in. Right, come on son, let's get you back in. Still full of life, still fighting fit, and I'm sure this fish is going to swim off like a treat. I'm going to gently roll him down the mud into the water. Go on son. And there we go. He's gone. Fantastic. Well, what a fantastic end to the session. Double figure conger. At the end of the day, this was only a backup plan. But once again, the old faithful has produced a bit of magic. I love this place. I've loved it since I was a kid, and that's why I keep on coming back, and I'll always come back, providing I'm able to do so. But look, the weather has been truly shocking. I won't lie guys, this one has been difficult to film, but we got through it. We had a few bites, we had a few fish. Fantastic to see that whiting early on, that decent one. Let's hope that's the first of many this autumn. I'd love to see some good whiting return to the muddy waters of Newport this year, just for old time's sake. But yeah, really enjoyable. I'm going to pack my stuff up now. We're losing the light quickly, and I'm going to hit the M4 and head for home. Guys, as always, thanks for watching. It's mega appreciated. Any questions or comments you have, pop them below and I'll get back to you. Until the next one, look after yourselves, take care, all the best.